Most of us have taken that first step of inviting Jesus into our lives, but did you know that Jesus is actually inviting us into His life? For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet. This is BreakPoint. One of the most important effects of embracing a deliberate, self-conscious Christian worldview and losing the sacred secular distinction that so many Christians have absorbed from the world around us is seeing the depth, the breadth, and the width of the Lordship of Jesus Christ over every area of life. Once we see life in this way, our understanding of serving Jesus will be radically reshaped in light of the unassailable, undefeatable, and advancing kingdom of God. Once Chuck Colson embraced that vision of the Christian life, he poured it into every single BreakPoint commentary, each and every day, desperate to help Christians think clearly about cultural issues and trends from a Christian worldview. And during the last decade of his life, Colson decided that the best way he could advance this vision would be replication. That's why he invited Christians to study with him through what is now called the Colson Fellows Program, inviting Christians to take a deep dive into Christian worldview over a 10-month course of study, trained and mentored by top Christian authors and thinkers. He saw class after class of Christians becoming the kind of culture-shaping leaders that could look at the world around them, effectively analyze, critique, and discern what was happening, and become catalysts of cultural influence and change for Jesus Christ. What makes the Colson Fellows Program so different and so vital is that it's not just an exercise in learning new things, as important as that is. Commissioned Colson Fellows are, commissioned because their training includes a teaching project, a 3-year planning process, and a self-inventory on who God has made them to be. They're able to apply a Christian worldview in real-world practical ways. Here's how the program works. Those accepted learn how to articulate and defend biblical truth in the marketplace of ideas through intensive instruction on worldview and cultural analysis. They read Christian classics and the best contemporary writers, many of whom they interact with on frequent webinars. Colson Center faculty include folks such as Os Guinness, Johnny Erickson Tada, Dr. Glenn Sunshine, J. Warner Wallace, Jennifer Marshall, Scott Klusendorf. And in what might be the best part, Colson Fellows study together in either one of 45 regional cohorts around the country, or for those with no local cohort available, through one of our online cohorts. So we have doctors and business professionals learning alongside academics and lawyers, who are also learning alongside pastors and educators. The cross-pollination of applied faith is rich indeed. Those who complete the program join a network of more than 1,500 commissioned Colson Fellows who've studied with us and are living out a deeper faith in a broken world. This network includes people like Colson Fellow Kristen Wagoner, one of the leading religious freedom attorneys in the nation, who represented Masterpiece Cake Shop owner Jack Phillips before the Supreme Court. In fact, my interview with Kristen about religious freedom in this age of coronavirus airs today on the BreakPoint podcast. Colson Fellows Program Director Michael Craven likes to say that as people study with the Colson Fellows, many have this moment of conversion. Serious-minded Christians who've been walking with the Lord for many years discover more clearly, some even for the first time, that they're a part of a much larger story, one that certainly includes but goes beyond our personal salvation in Jesus Christ. Christians often say, I've invited Jesus into my life. But the reality is, Jesus invites all of us into His life, His purpose, His restoring work in the world He created. To this life, His life, we're invited to join Him in His work of making all things new. Now, if you're stirred in heart and mind around this kind of faith, this kind of life, come to colsonfellows.org to learn more. We respond to every inquiry, and we're happy to answer any questions you have. We're taking applications right now for next year's class of Colson Fellows. Again, come to colsonfellows.org. For BreakPoint, I'm John Stonestreet.